Kia ora guys, it's George, it's Shred Every Day. So is it possible? Is it possible to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time? Well, yes it is. It's possible to do a really big gain in muscle and at the same time over that period a small loss in fat. It's also possible to lose a significant amount of fat and gain a tiny bit of muscle. But it's very rare or near impossible to have a large decrease in fat and a large increase in muscle over a period of say 8 weeks. People say it all the time, gain fat, lose muscle at the same time. A lot of bodybuilding sites say it, fitness gurus say it. It's not possible unless, one, you're on steroids and you're taking drugs, at which point it's very easily possible. The second one is the one you'll like though, because if you're a beginner, your body reacts like it's like having coffee for the first time. The effect of the caffeine is huge and you'll be able to gain a lot of muscle and lose a lot of fat at the beginning at the same time very quickly. But just like caffeine, the more you take it, the more desensitized you become to it and the harder it is to do that. So there's never been a better reason to start working out if you're a beginner, because the initial gains and the initial results are going to be brilliant. The last reason is just if you're genetically gifted, really genetically gifted, then it's possible. But remember, when I talk about the same time, we're talking about over a period of time. Say 8 weeks, you can lose fat and gain muscle. In a very instant in time, it's impossible to be gaining fat and losing it's impossible to be gaining muscle and losing fat at the same point in time, because it's just two different states of your body. You're either in a caloric surplus, where your body is in an anabolic state, producing proteins, causing protein synthesis and gaining muscle, or you're in a calorie deficit, where you're losing fat and you're catabolic. It's impossible to be doing both at the exact same point in time. So you'll gain a bit of muscle, lose a bit of fat over the course of a day, but not at exactly the same time. So I hope that clears a few things up. It is possible over a period, but it's best to have one goal. You don't want to be having your goal to gain fat and lose muscle, because it's two different directions. You're either going to be in a caloric surplus or deficit. You can't just be switching both, because you're going to be going nowhere. So it's best to have a goal of either gaining muscle or losing fat, and then change your goal once you've achieved it. So if you're above 12%, I suggest your goal is to lose fat, get lean, get below 10%, start seeing some abs. And then once you're below 10%, you're in the single digits, then you can start for a slow bulk. Because here's the secret: when your body is lean, it's much easier to gain muscle. If you're fat, or if you're above 15%, putting on muscle mass is hard, because your body is more efficient at just storing it as fat. So above 12%, start cutting down. When you're in the single digits, go for a bulk again. As soon as you get above 10% again in your bulk, then you can start another cut, and it's just back and forth. And slowly, over a long period of time, you will gain muscle and burn fat. I'm just doing a bit of low intensity cardio this morning. I've got the incline at 16. I'm going 6 kilometers now, but going for about 40 minutes now. Pretty tired. Over the weekend I'm going to be doing a tough guy challenge with the guys. But make sure you like this video, give it a share, subscribe, like on Facebook, and all that stuff. See you guys next time. So if you're in a caloric deficit, then you want to, when you talk about gaining fat and losing muscle,